Hey guys, Captain Figurine back with another video, and as promised, today we take a look at the Panzerkampfwagen 38T Model F. To give you some small background about this tank, this is actually a construction from Czechoslovakia. It was first known as the LTYC-38. The Germans liked that tank, so they adopted it when they got some parts from Czechoslovakia, right back in the days, in 1939. And they called it first the Czech Panzerkampfwagen 3. Later on, it was known as the Panzerkampfwagen 3.7 centimeters LTM-38. That's because of the 3.7 centimeters cannon it has. So later they called it for some time the LTM-38 Protektorat, and since 1940 we know him as the Panzerkampfwagen 38T. So we had different, as the Germans always did, they like to upgrade their vehicles, so we had different versions, different models. We had A to S, and this specific one is Model F. What is special about this one? From the series we had EFG and the S, he was heavily armored. So as you can see here from our stats, we have a hull armor of 50 millimeters at the front, 30 millimeters at the side, and 8 millimeters at the bottom. If we take a look at the turret, we have also 50 millimeters at the front, 30 millimeters at the side, and 8 millimeters at the top. So this is a super tanky little tank we have here. The other versions, the earlier ones, a lot lower on armor and had around 25 millimeters on the fixed spots. So right now, if you play this one in the German campaign, you will play against a lot of the T-60s, and they have a super hard time to penetrate this thing. Like, there is no way they're getting through it. The only way you can penetrate it, I will show you that at the back of the tank. You can see this here. I use the War Thunder client here because it's just easier to show you. Of course, we had to try this in-game as well. So as you can see here, there is no way he's penetrating me, even if he's shooting like on a 90 degrees angle. And worst case, he can go through and hit my engine, because if we take a closer look at the design of the tank, we can see the fuel tanks are a little bit lower than the engine. So if he gets that lucky shot at your back, he can just damage your engine. And of course, he was able to destroy our tracks, and that makes us unable to move at a certain point of damage. And from the front, there's absolutely no way they can really damage you or do something against you. You can see this here. I'm tanking two T-60s here without too much of a problem. And when I destroyed the first one, you can also see I showed him the side. He was shooting at my whole side, and there was nothing really happening to me except for some destroyed tracks again. So here we can see the rest of the inside of the vehicle. We can see the engine and the fuel tanks we had before. We can see the radiator at the back, all of the crew members, and the transmission. Also the ammunition they have on board. So you have a better understanding if you're gonna encounter it with a tank that's capable of dealing with it. Or if you take the PTRD, the anti-tank gun, this thing can go through 40 millimeters of steel on 100 meters. So it's nice to know where all the crew members are and so on. So we have a 4-man crew, and for the armaments we have the 37mm KWK-38T cannon I was talking about earlier, and a 7.92mm MG37T machine gun. But actually it had two machine guns, as we can see here on the in-game model as well. But right now there's no way to shoot those separately, and there's just one shooting. Maybe they will add this later. We have a reload time of 3.1 seconds, a tower rotation speed of 14 degrees per second, and a gun aim speed of 15 degrees per second. If we take a closer look at the crew, we can see they come equipped with a Mauser C96, a toolbox, and for the perks they have a higher speed of changing seats in vehicle. The Medipack restores 200% more health. Broken tank parts will be repaired to 20% higher durability values, 20% higher speed of tank repair, and 30% higher speed of changing seat in vehicle. The same as we had in the Russian campaign. So I think overall the Panzerkampfwagen 38T Model F is a fun tank to play around with. If you really like tanks where it is important how your position is, how you position yourself to your opponent so you have a good angle for bounces and so on, and really use that army you have. This is a tank you could consider to pick up. Personally, it's not my favorite tank because I'm more on the mobile side. I like mobile tanks with less armor but more mobility. But if you like the tank that is tanky, this one might be something for you. But keep in mind, people unlocked the BT7 the last weekend through the Twitch drops and already unlocked the T26 through the campaign. They're coming with 45mm cannons, so they can penetrate you, and you have to keep attention on that one. You can see that in the video. He just one-shotted me there. Even if I tried to take some cover behind that destroyed tanks there, didn't work that well, guys. So yeah, I think that's it for the Panzerkampfwagen 38T Model F. I hope this video was useful to you guys. And if you like these videos, stay tuned, and I see you next time, guys. Have a good one. Captain Figurine out.